A sportsman has to have faith in himself before he can convince others that he's worth his salt. So when Chase Claypool from the Pittsburgh Steelers called himself a dog, the world's eyes turned in his direction. Let's talk more about it in this video. First up, the top 3 receiver. Chase Claypool fully believes in himself. In fact, he believes in himself so much that the Pittsburgh Steelers wide receiver says he's a top 3 receiver in the league. Okay, don't be confused. We'll go step by step to let you know what exactly he said. Claypool said on the latest I Am Athlete podcast that he knows for a fact that he isn't like the rest of the guys in the NFL. He knows he's a top 5 receiver. Then he changed his stance and, bursting with more self-confidence, uttered that he's a top 3 receiver. But is it true? Claypool will have to prove his statement this fall, as his numbers from the first 2 seasons in the league don't back that up. The numbers don't lie, but if he needs that for his motivation and self-confidence, then we're happy that he has that assurance in himself. Claypool had 860 receiving yards and 2 touchdowns with 59 receptions last season. He's second in the league. He had one 100-yard game last season and failed to bring in more than 41 receiving yards in the Steelers' final 5 games of the season. His 860 yards were the 35th best in the league. 35th! Let that sink in. It surely doesn't qualify him for top 3 in the NFL, but we really can't say that this was his fault though. It's definitely not fair to blame him for his low production, because quarterback Ben Roethlisberger struggled at the end of the season before he retired, and the Steelers ranked number 23 in offensive yards per game and 21st in points per contest. They also finished better than just 2 teams in average yards per completion. Now that the Steelers have a new offense this fall because Juju Smith-Schuster left the Kansas City Chiefs, we have new hopes for them. Next, the dog. The new quarterback will be leading the franchise, but Claypool feels he's ready to not only lead Pittsburgh's new offense, but the league. Let's tell you what he said. During the same podcast, he said that when he's working, he's a dog. Yeah, a dog. Those were his exact same words. Go listen to the podcast if you don't believe us. He continued by saying that because he's a dog, he's gonna dog people lined up across from him too. And that's just gotta bring that confidence and that spirit and just have to show people what he's capable of. He believes that it's going to happen. Well, we believe that you already have that confidence and spirit, Mr. Claypool. Now you just gotta do it and show people. Claypool's confidence is soaring so high that he even went on to say that all the people, including himself, will come back to his podcast. Rewind this and they're going to see this clip in a bit and go like, damn, he was right. Now, year 3 expectations. During an interview on the podcast during the Pro Football Talks, Claypool laid out his expectations entering year 3. He said that he'll say that in his second year, he was a better player than he was in the first year. He confessed that everyone saw that the plays didn't work out at that time. Some of the plays just didn't go the way he wanted them to. He also said that he didn't make some of the plays he needed to make, but he knows that as a football player, understanding the game, knowing what to do, knowing where to be, he was better in year 2. So he's going to be even better this time in his year 3. Claypool also said that he knows that he's not normal. Like the guys in the podcast also said that understanding he's not normal is the first step. He also feels that way on the field. He knows that he's not like the rest of the guys in the NFL. Playing with a diminished Ben Roethlisberger, Claypool displayed flashes of brilliance, but was inconsistent through 2 seasons. And like we said, after an impressive rookie campaign, he's coming off a 59-catch, 860 yards, 2 touchdowns second season. When he was asked to give his prediction for the upcoming season, Claypool noted he's chasing 1,300 yards and 10-plus touchdowns. Claypool owns plenty of talent, but he sits behind Deontay Johnson in the Steelers' wideout room, which includes second-round rookie George Pickens, with Mitchell Trubisky, first-round rookie Kenny Pickett, and Mason Rudolph vying for the starting quarterback spot. How the Steelers' passing game will evolve post-Big Ben remains a question mark heading into training camp. But we guess everyone just needs to take a leaf out of Claypool's book and get themselves a healthy shot of this new surge of confidence. If he thinks he's the best, he must be. And we totally get that. He's a passionate learner and wants to be the best. We can see the ambition and thirst for success in his words, and we have nothing but confidence in his skills and belief that he'll make a big name for himself on the field. And let us tell you that he's not just a confident footballer, but the Notre Dame product showcased his personality on social media and indicated that his online following has helped him attract key endorsement deals. His most prominent account is on TikTok, where he has 1.8 million followers, though he has produced less content over the past year as a result of criticism from the media. Now that we've talked enough about what Chase Claypool expects for himself and what a confident dude he is, it's now time to move on from the podcast that had everyone raising their eyebrows. We'll now head over to the other related news section to bring you more NFL news. Steelers head coach Mike Tomlin says Najee Harris got good football morals. With Ben Roethlisberger now gone, the Pittsburgh Steelers were recently in the market for a new leader on the field. It was easy when Big Ben was around because the entire team, especially the offense, rallied around him. Now head coach Mike Tomlin is working on making second-year running back Najee Harris that sort of leader, and feels like he's got a mindset similar to himself and veteran defensive tackle Cam Hayward. Tomlin talked about Harris on the Pivot podcast and said that Najee is a born leader. He's got good football morals, and he sees the way we see the game. Harris joined the Steelers in 2021 and rushed for 1,200 yards as a rookie. With a new starting quarterback this season, Harris seems like the perfect guy to step in and take that leadership role. That is especially true considering the offense could end up being built around his skills. The Steelers are in desperate need of a change, and we really hope he comes good. Next, Jets free agent target Larry Ogunjobi signs with Steelers. The New York Jets officially lost out on defensive tackle Larry Ogunjobi. The defender previously had a free agent visit to New York in May. It reportedly lasted 2 days, but Ogunjobi eventually opted to stay in the AFC North. It was reported that Ogunjobi visited the Pittsburgh Steelers on Tuesday and went on to sign with the team. Most recently, a member of the Cincinnati Bengals. In 2021, Ogunjobi began his NFL career in Cleveland with the Browns. Did you know that Ogunjobi was originally slated to depart the AFC North? Yes, but he inked a deal with the Chicago Bears earlier this offseason. It was a 3-year, $40.5 million deal with the Bears that included $26.35 million guaranteed. That money would have been insane, but fate had different plans. Unfortunately, the failed physical voided the agreement, and this never happened. Up next, Iowa Hawkeyes ranked as the number 3 defensive back room nationally. It seems as if every other day there is another list that the Iowa Hawkeyes, or members of their secondary, find themselves on. That just shows the sustained success the group has had. From dominating the entire country in interceptions to pumping out defensive backs to the NFL, Kirk Ferentz and Phil Parker have built a machine at Iowa that continues to create turnovers. And now, most recently, that machine called the Iowa secondary has ranked the number 3 defensive back room in the country. Lastly, former NFL player Shane Olivier's cause of death revealed. As we all know, Shane Olivier passed away on March 2nd, with the NFL team confirming his death in a statement the following day. And now, new details are still emerging about NFL player Shane Olivier's death. According to documents obtained by E! News, the 40-year-old San Diego Chargers star died from hypertensive heart disease, with the contributory cause of death attributed to obesity. Rest in peace, Shane. You will certainly be missed by many. That's a wrap for this video. If you have any questions related to Chase Claypool's recent comments or any other NFL-related news that we shared, let us know in the comments below. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. See you in the next one. Bye!